great morning, everyone, and welcome to the Piper Academy. Today, we're gonna be seeing how the markets are red, blood red. So, guys, stick around because right here on the Piper Academy, you're gonna be having the charts, the news, and everything that you need to see and get to be prepared for the upcoming weekend. So, we are almost at the middle of the weekend, or right at the middle of the weekend. That depends. Oh, the week. I'm sorry. That depends on what is the dates that you're looking for. But right now, it seems like BTC, AVAX, Ethereum, Sol, and many others are blood red or red blood. Hey, what's up, Christy Major? What is up? And welcome everyone. And let's jump into the charts in here to have a better understanding of what's happening. All right, so it seems like we're having a ton of liquidation still. Seems like most of them are from shorts. Look at that. In the past 24 hours, 71,682 trades were liquidated. To the total liquidation comes into 177.72 million in liquidation. That seems to be a lot, a pretty penny, isn't it? Hey, good morning, everyone. Good morning, John D. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Chrissy Major. Good morning, Clarence. So, Lunar, what is up, brother? And welcome back. Indie Rock, what's up, brother? And great to have you around. So let's see what else we have here. Seems like right here we can see the liquidations Binance going for that 58 on that rate on shorts. OKEx 57, Bybit 53. So it seems like we do have that majority still kind of like going for those shorts and getting liquidated. So let's take a look at what might be happening. So let's do a quick visit on the news and then see what is up with the crypto market and also the traditional markets. Because remember, hey, Ninja Glock, what is up, brother? And welcome. So, because remember, yesterday we were talking about the trade flies. We had kind of like a nothing burger on the numbers that we have yesterday. But at the same time, since that was expected, we should be seeing at least a steady move on both crypto markets and regular markets. So, hey, Alexandra G, welcome. What is up? So let's go and take a look at what we have. As you have seen on the thumbnail, Bitcoin to 350K by 2024, right? So that is Michael Saylor's Bitcoin prediction so far. So he's saying right here that as anticipated, the visionary CEO Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy has predicted that the price of Bitcoin could rise to 350K by 2024. All right, this bold prophecy has captured the attentions of all crypto community, sparking debates on the implications of such an evaluation. So, guys, I mean, remember that Michael Saylor has been a very big bull all across the board on crypto, especially on Bitcoin, mainly on Bitcoin. As you can see, based on the MicroStrategy that he is CEO from, you can start seeing where he purchased. So, hey, Justin, what is it? What's up? So, welcome. Not only that, I mean, I do remember that going into the bear market, we usually see Michael Saylor buying and then price plummeting, right? It was kind of like an inside joke even in my friend circle. So, all right, it was like, yeah, Michael Saylor is buying, get ready because we're gonna have a roller coaster, right? So, I mean, of course that's not true. Of course that is a joke. Nonetheless, you can see how he's been purchasing, especially during throughout the bear market, and reposition himself. And as you can see now, he is on profits. So very nice there for Michael Saylor. And also, I mean, his prediction, I believe that we need to compare it to Army Piper's favorite chart. But also, guys, do not leave because we have prepared a static video where we're gonna be a couple of us throwing at you guys our predictions for 2024 and also the top of the bull market on Bitcoin and some other coins. We're going to be presenting you guys some theses on why we believe the price is going to get there or not to get there. So you have the heads up on what we're looking at, but also remember, as we have new information, we're going to be updating our analysis. But yeah, for fun, we're gonna be having that video. So let's go into the next news. Here we go. Very amazing. Love this news. I mean, on a piece of infamy, Trump NFT sale features snips of his mugshot attire. All right, so Donald Trump has added a twist to his most recent NFT sales pitch and discover a new method to profit on his controversial mugshot. I mean, it's not Donald Trump is not one of my favorite guys in the world, but I need to acknowledge that when it comes to making money and making business, he's one of a kind, right? I mean, I don't need to like anybody to acknowledge when they are successful in something, and this is a great plot twist that I've seen here. I mean, I need to acknowledge that as Trump said on Thursday that there will be a rising in NFT digital trading cards, a product he first introduced in the late 2022 for $99 on the piece of a suit he wore on the picture. What picture will be available for purchase. So we can see also here the former president of the United States is selling a piece of the suit he wore on his mugshot in Fulton County, Georgia, where he was being indicted for his alleged attempt to overturn the results of the Democratic elections. So guys, seems like Donald Trump, I mean, it's on everywhere. I mean, that is hilarious for my opinion. Let me know also what you guys think right here in the chat. Hey Justin, what is up? Ninja Clock, Ella Brown, what is up, brother? Gia, welcome. Nice to have you here. Eric Willen and Red Elephant, good morning, good morning. So guys, let me know what you think about Donald Trump and his NFT. I don't know. I'm feeling tempted to get one, not financial advice or nothing. It's just a feeling right now. I'll try to see if that feeling sticks around. So if I do get a piece of his suit just for the lols, maybe I'll show it here. But I'll have to see. I have to see. I mean, so far this is something that really moved my emotions. Not because I like it or I don't, just because the plot twist that he made, trying to get advantage of that situation. Remember, he is a businessman and he also calls himself it is a showman. So in another a little bit more important news, we have El Salvador Bitcoin's freedom visa. So it seems like it's doing pretty well. Predicted to reach full subscription by 2023. I mean, we already on 2023, right? And this was already December 13, 2023, right? So it seems like it's doing very nicely here and there. So let's see also what we have on the Salvador's National Bitcoin Office, ONBDC, expects its 1 million Freedom Visa initiative to reach full subscription by the close of 2023, as reported by Cointelegraph. All right, what happened? Launch on December 7. This initiative is a collaboration between the Salvador government and stablecoin issuer Tether. The program offered residency visas and path to citizenship to 1,000 individuals, provided they make a $1 million in Bitcoin or Tether to the country. So since its inception, the ONBTC has received numerous inquiries and substantial applications. The office's spokesperson confirmed that the program is kept over 1,000 slots per year. So it seems like it's not only doing great, it is finding the way through calling out some investors and also the Bitcoin community. I believe that El Salvador, it's moving into the right direction. This is not political advice, this is not financial advice, but we've been seeing the president of El Salvador start pushing this politics over and over and constantly increasing it. So it's kind of like a leveraging their way through the crypto space, which I believe that could be kind of like a tourism to be the least, to say the least. So like, for example, in Mexico, we have Cancun. In the States, we have maybe Denver, Colorado. You have maybe, what else do you have? You have Florida. You have Miami, right? You have New York City and many other attractions. So yeah, I believe El Salvador, besides what he could be offering as a country and also the new safety that he's going towards to, maybe could be the very first Bitcoin attraction country, to say the least, because they are trying to get those investments on Bitcoin and Tether to be applied within El Salvador's country. So shout out to El Salvador. Hey, Meta 337, nice. We could be taking a look at that. Michael, I sold my Facebook position on emotions for 119. Now it's selling for 300. Tishu, what is up, brother? Nice to have you around. Lee's good. What's up? So yeah, sometimes having a little bit more exposure could be it, but again, do not chase after the prices. If it's gone, it's gone, Michael. Maybe you might have a better opportunity to jump in. Remember, as long as the asset it's moving around, we could be having that opportunity to be making money. In other news, Coinbase and what we see with a meme coin, Bunk meme coin update, Coinbase listing incoming. I don't know. This could be an explosive movement for Bunk. Let's take a look at here. Coinbase supports Bunk Inu. So Coinbase, a major cryptocurrency exchange, has added Bunk Inu or Bunk, rapidly popular digital asset to its roadmap, indicating a potential official listing soon. Price fluctuate post announcement. Following Coinbase's announcement, Bunk's price initially surged over 50%, but later fell near 20%. We're going to be taking a look at Bunk because, as this news mentioned, it has been fluctuating. But if you're looking for some exposure, not financial advice, since they're going to be listing it, remember that you could be investing just a little bit. Just remember that the risk that you or it is involved on investing or adding money to a meme coin, all right? So also Piper and I talked about Bunk, and between a sea of meme coins, we were expecting not such a that much of a hype as we've seen on Shiba, and also that what we saw on Dogecoin or Dogecoin, as you may see. But yeah, this could be another deal breaker. Just make sure that you understand this is a meme coin, all right? So Bunk Inu's market performance, despite the recent fluctuation, Bunk Inu remains on the top performing meme coin. So as we can see, it's doing its job right there, with its value increasing by about 350% in the last 30 days. As you can see, 300% in the last 30 days, that is not too small of a percentage, right? Nonetheless, nothing that crazy have we seen before, and its market capitalization exceeding 630 million, ranking third among meme coins after Dogecoin, and Shiba Inu. As we can see, it's coming up on those meme coins. Seems like Bunk is sticking around, but we still need to see how well will Shiba could be performing, and Dogecoin also will be performing. We should also be looking at that space on the meme coin space. So good morning, Crypto AI. What is up? Let's see what else we have in here. So Fetch AI FET. We're also going to be taking a look at this coin. Seems like it's been moving a little bit and it's been holding its value very nicely. Let's take a look at here's a fetch. Even though the price decreased, it still holds above an important horizontal area. We're going to be diving into the technicals of that. Will it bounce or break down? I don't know. We'll see that in a minute. Fetch as AI moved above 0.60. The FET price has increased since falling to a low of 0.16 on August 17. The price created a higher low in October and accelerate its rate of increase greatly since the price has not surfaced any significant retracements. Well, there really startled at the start of December. The altcoin increased significantly yesterday and reached a new yearly high of 0.62 today. Despite the high, it fell below 0.6, and we're going to be seeing that support line that we could be reaching out there with RSI and a momentum indicator. Also, I believe that, yeah, we have a little bit of what might be happening there. We're going to be taking a look at that. Jimmy Walls, founder of Wikipedia, highlights the limits of Bitcoin and ignites the financial debate. So, guys, we've been having many crypto news recently, and this is due to the ETF upcoming and also the halving event just about to happen. So remember, we're having that battle between food and FOMO at this point, and we could be taking advantage of that volatility that we could be seeing in the markets. Not financial advice. Drew, what's up? Good morning. So how do you pick the correct ticker symbol on TradingView? Is that, Michael, on what ticker you're talking about? Maybe I missed a little bit on that. So let's see. The criticism of founder Wikipedia on Bitcoin as anticipates the founder of Wikipedia, Jimmy Walls, recently shared its point of view on Bitcoin through a recent tweet stating, "I forgot the password on my bank and lost my net worth." No, actually, that I didn't happen because banks work on Bitcoin, banks work and Bitcoin doesn't. So you can see those strong allegations or opinions starting to make their way as we move into the halving. So it just reminds to see what has happened before, on and during the halving, and also, I mean, over and over and over. At this point, we are in a critical kind of like a space, and it seems like still Bitcoin still performing better than regular assets. I do agree that Bitcoin is free money, and with freedom comes responsibilities, right? It comes dangers and responsibilities. So more than maybe comparing the banks to Bitcoin, we could be setting as Bitcoin as a new breed of investment and a way to take back that freedom of doing what we need to do, what we have to do, and most importantly, what we want to do with our money. Not political, not financial advice. All right. But again, I mean, with freedom comes responsibility. So what you rather have, responsibility and freedom? No responsibility, no freedom. Let me know in the chat right now. So hey, OCTA on AVAX, absolutely. We can go on, take a look at AVAX. The time, of course, absolutely. Yes, my pleasure in that, Christian Major. So let's jump into the charts right now. So let's do it. All right, so it seems like we're gonna be getting started with Wells Fargo. I know we are a crypto community, so I just want to get this out of the way as soon as possible because we are in a critical way, and also want to add to our non crypto community. So remember, yesterday we were talking about on daily resistance. So we were looking about at this previous sections. Remember that we have there a couple of support and resistances. Here we go, that little channel with that predictive range, and I was looking at my oscillator. Let me refresh this so I can have a better view, because it seems like TradingView, it's again not wanting to cooperate with me. Here we go. Let's wait for that oscillator to make its appearance and also clean a little bit these charts in here. All right, let's just give it a second. And seems like we are still bullish. Here we go. We're still holding that trend line. Remember that trend line that I was using there? So as long as we don't break that channel that is compressing in that trend line, we are still good. And I'm thinking it's not about the breakout. It's about the retest. Basically going for that second topping here, giving us a second movement to the upside. Remember, that's what I'm looking to have, either this double top or this further move to the upside. Hey, Alexo Crypto, what is up, brother? So guys, so far right now we are on this in the zone, not financial advice, and I'm waiting for confirmation. So if you are into Wells Fargo, there you go. Let me know if you have any questions, so on and so forth. So let's go to Bitcoin and see what we got from yesterday. Seems like we were on spot. Like on spot. Remember this analysis? I mean, was right there on spot. So let's take a look at what could be happening. We have a sell signal. It's not about the breakout, it's about the retest. We haven't broke, but also for the veterans that join the classes, the free classes on Chart Prime, and also the paid classes. If you are part of the premium community, you will also see me frequently saying when we have a sell signal based on my own configuration, I will not be entering on that sell signal, but on what, guys? If you know the answer, let me know in the chat. What am I gonna be looking for to enter for a much more secure and profitable entry once I have one of those either buy or sell signals? So I see you guys, I read you guys in the charts. So let's see. Usually I look for support or breakthrough and retest, so pullback. All right, so when I have one of those signals, I look for that breakthrough and pullback, and off we go. And then every single pullback I reconsider it should be entering. There you go. Yes, clearance. Yes, retest. Also, Michael, you are also right there. Michael said FOR4. And yesterday, I do remember on the class, someone was posting a picture of CC with a number 4. Loved it, loved it. I did not relate it till that meme was posted. I loved it. So that was very, very funny. Yeah, FOR, which stands for flip of the ribbon. And as you can see, I'm waiting for usually that flip of the ribbon retrace, and then the next flip of the ribbon for a bounce. So the same thing I'm looking at this point, not financial advice. All right. And if you don't have the indicators, don't worry. Let's take a look at some free indicators so you can have also an accurate reading of what we're looking at this point on Bitcoin. All right, first things first, are we bullish or bearish? So for that, we're going to be looking our dynamic reactor. If you don't have dynamic reactor, don't worry. Turn on your EMAs. So we are still on the 4-hour above the 200 EMA. We are right in between the 55 and 100 EMA. So technically, we are bullish. We are still bullish, but barely. All right, so this is telling me that we could be having a dead cat bounce. If you don't know what a dead cat bounce, look it up on YouTube. But it's basically usually a movement after a dropping movement, then a little bounce that looks like it's going to be recuperating, but it ends up being a halfway bounce, just giving us the next lower high. All right, so we are very bullish on Bitcoin still. Our prime score, it's about 5. All right, we are moving our way towards the upside. We are below the 0 line, so we need to take this sell signal with caution. I will not be looking at any short opportunities until I get to the previous bounce that I was, oh, come on, this one, that I was looking for, all right, and going back down. Just so you know, I did open a short right here, and as we went below and had that bounce confirmation, I'm on a long at this point, small long. I'm waiting to see if we can reach. Probably in the next candle, I'll be moving my stop to entry. Why? You can see my analysis basically playing out perfectly. So if it's playing out perfectly, there is no reason for me to not take advantage of that. All right, let's see entry points. Right now, not financial advice, but this is going to be my possible next entry and exit points. And for that, I'm going to be setting what, guys, let me know what I should be saying not to miss on those entries. So absolutely, we're gonna be doing some alerts, right? Some alarms. So let's take a look at a couple of support and resistances. I'm gonna be using the automated support and resistances because I already have them. All right. If not, don't worry. You can do it manually on maybe let's call daily. All right, let's go to daily and look for some support and resistances along with maybe some Fibonacci levels. Remember also that we were looking at that broadened wedge or megaphone, basically going down. This is the last support. This is the last support before we go reach the next possible scenario, which is going to be 38K and then finally 32K if we make it below the zero line. So far on the oscillator, we are not there yet and we're still bullish. Let's move into the squeeze momentum. Squeeze momentum, that ADX, all right, let me make it bigger. Here we go. That ADX, guys, that strength, it is dropping. That is concerning, all right? We're still bullish, but the ADX, which is strength, it is dropping. Let's see what has happened before. And for that, I'm going to be using one of these lines here. So as the ADX start dropping, and also as I had darker shades of histogram bars on the squeeze momentum, all right? What happened with those candles? We moved down, all right? So we're seeing the same thing happening here. So where should I be knowing if I could be re-entering when I start seeing that ADX flattening out, all right? And then just like in here, start seeing a couple of greener, brighter candles like it happened here, all right? As you can see, it flattened out, start moving up, basically giving me a little bit more momentum and strength on that green histogram. So let me know, guys. And yes, look at that, Christian Measure, shout out for you, brother. We are having those alerts. So let's set my entry points in there. Again, not financial advice, but let's look for those. The first thing I'm going to be doing is looking for some supports and resistance so far here, and then I'll call for this this candle before the move up, all right, and then add a channel, all right. This channel is just so I can save a couple of support and resistances, all right, drawing. So let's go to the 4 hour and compare it. What do I have there? Do I have support? Yes, I do. Look at that, reducing on that bearishness. So the clock is ticking. Let me clear this up. And all right, clearing this up. And what I want to see on the squeeze momentum, in this case, because I am red, since I'm red, that means bearish, I want to see the decrease of strength on the bearishness and going to change that bearish momentum into a green mountain from a red valley. So I want to see this transition happen here. And then as I hit the green, look at that vertex basically jumping back above here. So the clock is ticking, and when I start seeing that we're getting ready for that bounce, I will be looking at this section in here. I want to be breaking at least inside, going for that retest, and off we go. So far for Bitcoin, let's set an alert right down here in case we're breaking through the previous range, all right? And I'm doing it a little bit before, so I have an early notice, and then going somewhere around here within that center of the channel. So again, I have a little bit of that heads up before we move on. So this is what I'm looking at Bitcoin. Ask Ice what it's up. How can I get a squeeze momentum indicator? Very, very easy. The squeeze momentum indicator, it is a free tool. Let me show it to you. So first of all, for that, let me remove it, right? So you can see it step by step because it's not only the squeeze momentum. Let's go to the indicators and do the squeeze momentum indicator by Lazy Bear, right? It's free. So no cost associated, just click it and there you go, all right? This is the way it appears, all right? I like to make a couple of changes to it. I like to see because that it feels to me exactly Lazy Beer. So that it feels to me a little bit more precise, all right, but that is just the way that I see it. And I go for a histogram, not for area, but for histogram. Again, this is personal preference, all right? And that is it on the squeeze momentum. As you can see, I have not changed any configuration on the squeeze momentum, but I'm missing something, all right? Yes, I can see whether I'm basically bullish or bearish based on the squeeze momentum, and where could that squeeze be heading to, right? Because if I start seeing that bearish squeeze decreasing, I could be predicting a pump, all right, or a movement to the upside. And if I see the squeeze momentum decreasing on the bullishness, I could be predicting a retracement, all right? Now also I see a little bit more on what I'm expecting here, all right? This retracement is what I'm expecting after a big body candle breaking in, all right, going for that retracement, and then finalizing the red squeeze momentum, all right? So Aaron, what's up? Hey, what's up, brother? All right, so now I am missing something else, which is the strength, right? Because without strength, or adding strength to the squeeze momentum, I could predicting ahead, all right? Or I could be forecasting whether am I gonna be having that strength or not to maybe start breaking through support and resistances, all right? For that, I also use another free indicator, which is the ADX. So it is directional moving index with ADX and key level support. All right, I'm gonna click on top of it and I get this, all right? I'm gonna be configuring it. The proper way to use this indicator by itself, it's looking this bearish and this bullish lines in here. And also looking where is the ADX, which is the center line based on, all right? What I'm doing, it's instead of looking at this bearish line and this bullish lines, I'm using instead this squeeze momentum. So could be a little bit redundant, I know. That way, to keep redundancy to a limit, I'll be removing those two lines, all right? So let's go into the DMI ADX. So I only want ADX and key level. Why? Because the key level, and let me start cleaning this spaghetti. Let's see. Perfect. All right. So I want to have the key level so I can compare to also the key level of my squeeze momentum, all right? Also, when what I want to see for a total bullishness, it's basically going from below the line, breaking above that baseline, all right? That's what I want to see. And also for bearishness, I want to see breaking from above to below that line, all right? So now it's just based on a color scheme. This is up to you, but I like to have my key level, I get full opacity, not quite that thick, all right? But my ADX, I like it again, very white and a little bit more visible like that, all right? Then how do I combine them? I grab one of those nodes, all right, and drop them on top of the squeeze momentum. Now I adjust here so I can freely move my ADX, and then I pair it with the center line of my squeeze momentum. Let me know if I answer your question there. Istas. If I did, let me know. Also, if you have any other question, let me know. So now what I'm looking for, it is the strength, all right? Either the strength is just black and white, 1 or 0. So it's either going down for decreasing strength or going up for increasing strength, all right? In strength of what? The strength of whatever color I'm in, all right? So look at that. Going up, that is increasing strength of what? Of the bullish squeeze momentum, all right? Then decreasing strength of what? Again, on the bullish squeeze momentum. Then increasing strength on the bearish squeeze momentum, that goes for a further move to the downside because we're increasing the strength on the bearishness. Awesome, anytime, brother. Does that make sense? Let me know. because that is how I read this combination of tools. So you can also do, very important, very important, guys. This is a free parity of indicators. All right, there's two free indicators, but also there are a little bit of all the indicators. They work perfectly for how I use them, but you need to bear in mind that these are lagging indicators. All right, so not financial advice, but you need to forecast your analysis when using the DMI, ADX, and squeeze momentum. Perfect, Aaron. Nice. So let me show you a very quick example of how I'm forecasting. So there are a couple of patterns that I look at the squeeze momentum. All right. One of those patterns are the a bounce. Usually, it indicates a dead cat bounce or a try to change the trend, but not being successfully able to. It's not always the case, but let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right. So look at that. The first thing that I want to see, and this is for a long, all right, for a long, I want to see the squeeze momentum flipping up, all right? And also remember, because I'm red, that means from the very first red candle, where is it? Come on. Oh, I cannot reach it. For the very first histogram bar to the very last histogram bar, that means bearish, all right? So all of the valleys are bearish, all of the mountains are bullish, all right? Drew, what's up on squeeze? Dogecoin also, we'll take a look at Dogecoin. All right, so what I want to see for long setups, I want to see this squeeze momentum going up because it is red, so I want to see it going up and also decreasing the strength. And what happens, that gives me, when I start reducing the strength on the bearishness, I can release the price, and that price usually goes up to the next resistance. All right, then I'm looking for a continuation on a green mountain. If that green mountain happens and I see a flip on the ADX, that means I'm gonna be having that continuation on the bullishness. We're gonna be looking at, hey, Biomex, what's up, brother? We're also gonna be looking at the opposite way, but on the upcoming Piper Academy, because remember, Piper Academy, it's all about teaching, passing the knowledge, and remember, caring is sharing. All right. So, so far, we already have our possible scenarios in here. We already are prepared for whatever Bitcoin is going to be doing. Let's go to the next one I have prepared for you. So, bunk. Here we go. Very important, guys. That cat bounce might already have confirmed. All right. How could I know? Well, this could also be a very shady double top. All right. But I'd rather see a dead cat bounce, and also I could be applying my head and shoulder lines in here. So a dead cat bounce usually looks like this, a very nice movement to the upside, going down, a very strong pullback, and then a continuation on the bearish trends. This is the dead cat bounce. So far, seems like we are at that neckline. If we break below that neckline, we could be calling that dead cat bounce playing out. We need to be very careful. So on bunk, guys, just be careful. Let's see what's happening on my oscillators. So I am below the zero line, and as you can see, as I broke below and confirmed that below, look at that going to the next support. Where is my next big support? Predictive ranges on chart prime, but also I could be taking a look at my EMAs on my trend lines. Look at that beautiful trend line, right? It is not about the breakout, guys. What is it about? Hola, what is up? So it is about the retest, and we could be looking for maybe a pullback that could be happening right now, all right, to that trend line. And if I'm flipping down as I impact this trend line, you guys know what might be happening, all right? So again, I am prepared, exactly measure, Christian measure, retest, that beautiful retest. If for the contrary, I see it breaking through the zero line and then going back down, I will be seeking for a breakthrough the pattern here. And if I break through the pattern again, I will be breaking the dead cat bounce, and most importantly, I could be confirming a Wyckoff theory range. All right, we saw this one yesterday, so go watch it. But I'm gonna be doing Alt I. Look at this once again, that beautiful Wyckoff pattern playing out, going down, little range, V-shaped recovery, next high not higher than the previous range. And look at that, not going as low as the previous one. What's next? The next one should be somewhere at the limit of the previous low. So this is still another ongoing theory. So if we break through that trend line, you know what's coming. Guys, be prepared, because a range for me is one of the most profitable zones to be trading the markets. Why? Because a range, you could usually be predicting or forecasting the support and resistance zones. And if you know where, those support and resistance zones are, well then that's like a cheat code, isn't it? So hey, Crypto Poll, the Biomex Cloud fam, nice. All right, guys. So Bunk, the cryptocurrency meme coin, I am looking to enter full transparency. All right, I haven't entered just now. I'm looking for a confirmation either from this range, and if I have that confirmation on the range, which is almost imminent, the only thing that is not could not be playing out will be this trend line. All right, so let me just go for the possible A scenario. All right, and then the possible B scenario. Both of those are not that in this case we'll be going back here, and yeah, this is the point that I'm looking, and also this is the point that I'm looking. Guys, what do I need to set not to miss this trade? And let me know, guys, what is gonna be your entry if you were looking to enter on Bunk. Again, not financial advice, just looking to see what you guys have on your radar here. Let me know. I'm gonna be sharing you what am I gonna be doing. And also, guys, since we are setting up a couple of alerts, make sure to follow Piper and I on Twitter, on X, because as those alerts start moving and playing out, I'm gonna start showing when it happens and also what am I looking at that point. So make sure you set it up. Clarence, yes, that alert. Where would you be placing that alert? Are you long in ADA or still waiting? We'll see that in a minute. Let's go. So the first zone, it's gonna be breaking this one. So I'm gonna be setting one there. All right. The next one will be impacting this trend line. So I'm gonna be setting another there. And the next one will be my possible next entry zone, not point and not financial advice. All right. I'm prepared on Bunk. When I enter on Bunk, if I do enter, all right, I will not be entering with a ton of money. It's gonna be one of those for fun coins, right? Just to get some exposure, not financial advice. Chicken for sure. All right. So now I could also be adding my head and shoulders lines. Remember, those lines doesn't always give you a head and shoulders, but certainly always give you a neckline. So right now, if we break back above, this could be a fake out. We have that beautiful triangle pattern. Let's see how it plays out, and we already have our beautiful alarm sets. So what else, guys? Let's take a look at Fetch AI, going strong, not retracing, basically going up there. Let's see, we are right here. Let's take a look at where we have on our EMAs. We are very bullish on EMAs, but now this is a very nice way to start bringing up my my VPVR. I'm gonna be zooming in here and see, look at that, it's giving me a couple of spikes. So what I'm looking at this point, it is a couple of boxes to look for those spikes. All right, so the first box I see, it's here. All right, then the next box is in here, and then in here. So let's add a couple of support and resistances based on that volume VPVR. All right, so what am I going to be looking at this point? Let's bring up our squeeze momentum because this is an amazing opportunity to start forecasting the analysis. Guys, where do I enter if I'm bullish? And you already have called it up, guys. You already have called it up. So on retest or pullback, all right? So I'm not chasing after prices. And let's also look at how we have that beautiful pullback. And also we have a continuation on that bullish squeeze, all right? So what I'm seeking here, it's gonna be maybe a couple of candles like that, all right? A movement to this section, and also, I mean, I'm talking about this section here, all right? And if I still see momentum going up, and then another bright candle in here, look at that, another bright candle after a couple of one or two shaded candles, well then that will be an amazing opportunity for me to start looking for a long, for a continuation. Instead, if, like it's showing right now, if the ADX is flooding out and started going down, and I start going into the darker shades of histogram bars, well then I will be looking for the next momentum or the next strength flip at some support, and the possible next scenario will be like in here. Remember the squeeze momentum red going up, and also the strength on the ADX going down. All right, that's what I'll be looking to re-enter maybe on the next movement that could be happening there. All right, let's take a look at AVAX, and also let's take a look at what else was suggested, guys. We still had a little bit to go. We still have 15 minutes. Let me know what I should be looking at. And also, guys, remember that we have our prime screener. These are the tickers that we've been looking at. So we have RNDR with a second ticker there. We're bullish, so we could be looking for retracements. AGIX, bullish with one ticking there. We could be looking both for pullbacks, all right, and retracements. If we have those pullbacks, we could have a continuation of that AGX. Illuvium, we are below the reactor, or right at the reactor on Illuvium. That's why we're bearish here. We have double ticks already played out, so basically double taking profits. We are in a buy, so we are looking to see what happens on that reactor to start looking maybe to flipping those trade. OP, we are on a buy signal, the first taking profit, and we're still above reactor. We could be looking for retracement to re-enter in bouncing zones. So what else we have there? I'll go double ticks, maybe looking for a possible reversal or pullback to re-entry. Matic, we have a buy, bullish, so Matic could be a very interesting one to look for possible long entries just based on the screener. Luna Classics. This needs its own analysis. Riot, Mara, so both bullish. Seems like we could be looking into a continuation of that bullishness. Tesla bullish. So again, possible retrace for incorporating for that continuation. And then also Clean Spark, a much stronger possible pullback because we already have that tick of taking profit. So let's do AVAX for the request and see what AVAX has for us. So let's go to AVAX USDT. Here we go. And look at that. So bouncing from the trend line. All right. Remember that at this point, I was looking, if I fail the trend line, I will be going to the next support. So AVAX played out beautifully. Aaron, man, I need to set the screener up. Oh yeah, brother, it just gives you kind of like a superpowers, X-rays with that, because look at how fast we made a basic analysis on what we should be looking at right now, right? So I mean, just out of the glance, Bitcoin, Illuvium, ADA, because we're going to be looking also at ADA, LTC, Litecoin, CleanSpark, and Algo, right? So beautiful, guys. Let's see that we're flatting out in here. So I could be looking in another continuation. And let me show you here. What am I? Oh, like that. Like this section here. That's what I might be looking for. Let me make it bigger so you can see it. Here we go. You see how we were barely or almost there on the vertex, on the zero line there, and then we pump back up. So that's what I could be expecting right here. So as long as I close this candle and do not make a very scary move to the downside through that trend line, well then I might be having those squeeze momentum bars building up again, and that squeeze momentum rising up. That will be a continuation, and we could be looking at the next support in here. So far so good. Seems like this plan B did not happen. What it did happen was that beautiful bounce on that trend line there. So let's go to ADA. So let's jump in ADA, and I think we will be wrapping that one up, unless guys, unless you want to look at any on the prime screener, any asset. Let me know if you like any of those assets. Let me know, and I'll be making a little space to just go into the screener and do a quick look and compare it to the screener. So let's go to ADA. Here we go. Let's go to the previous analyzed one. Here we go. And remember that I am on ADA. Remember that we were expecting that range to happen. Let me clean this up, because this is the same thing that could be happening with, if I don't recall, with Bonk. All right. So let's compare them both and see what has happened. So far, I am both longing and shorting ADA. I am hedging the range. Not only that, we are basically almost about to break an inverse head and shoulder. So let me remove all of this spaghetti. All right, so let's get started with that. Then let's do Alt I, because my brain works the best that way. Remember, going down, little range, V-shaped recovery, and the next high, not higher, arguably not higher than the previous range zone. That, based on my own calculation, gives me 70% chances of ranging. And have we been ranging? Of course. What am I looking? Previous support for calling out my current 50% of my current movement, not financial advice. All right. So big time saver. Yes, absolutely. Screener will be awesome. Nice. So now let's invert it back. Here we go. So this long that I took here, it's been very profitable, and the short that I took here and this short that I took here, well then this short, it's already been taken out, but I'm still on this long. All right. So what am I gonna be doing now that this short has been taken out with already a stop loss? Because remember, going for the short, all right, going for the long, going again to the previous high for the short. Oh, it reverses on me. That's why I keep my stop loss on its way. All right, it is basically today it was hit, so I'm out on this short, but I'm in still 50% on my long in here. Remember, I'm applying my my hedging strategy here. I am considering reopening a short, but only and only when I get to my premium zones. All right. Also, only and only when I get to, oh, come on. Where is it? Oh, it's missing. All right, that's fine. Oh, here we go. Predicted ranges. Only and only when I got back into a retest. And if that retest happened, I will be closing that short and adding to my long, because it's not about the breakout. It's about the retest on the trend line. And off we go to the next one. All right. So far, I'm not out of the woods, but very Funny enough, look at that. Shoulder, head, shoulder, cricket, floor, breakthrough. I'm waiting for that retest. So that's why I'm reconsidering maybe opening a short time short, not financial advice, not financial advice. All right. And then just riding it till my next support zone and taking 50% out there. So guys, without too much to show, let me know if there's something else you want me to jump in on any asset that you may be having on your radar. And also if you want me to update the prime screener, maybe I'm missing a couple of your tickers, so we can be adding them there and keep a track on when is a good opportunity to start looking within those assets. So guys, let me know right now on the chat if you guys want me to add something on the screener. I believe that today was a very exciting day. As you can see, yes, I have one stopped out. I have one gain. Well, two gains, in fact, to taking profits. We also set up entries and exits, not financial advice. That is my possible entries and exit zone with alarms. So again, those are zones, all right? Not the real spot by itself. I want to get alerted, and when that alert rings, I'm gonna go back into the charts, reanalyze it, and take my decision whether I'm gonna be jumping in or not into that alarm set. Great as always, OC. Thank you guys. So let's jump into the solo, guys. Here we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. Hopefully I can see you tomorrow. By the way, guys, if you're looking for an amazing coffee, check out Aviation Legendary Coffee with a 10% off on the description. And also, oh, here we go. Check out the chart prime indicators. Remember, you don't need to purchase. We have a ton of free indicators. One of my favorite free indicators are MATS and also RSI Prime, along also with liquidity breakouts channels. So smart money channels with liquidity breakouts. Go watch those. Also, go say hi on the Prime Chart Prime Discord. We're always you're always going to be welcome there. And also remember, we have free classes or free events every Wednesday, so today, and also every Saturday for the morning coffee. Without anything else to show you guys, follow us on Twitter here. And as always, thanks for watching. Sharing is caring. And guys, as Piper would say, please use a stop loss.
That was awesome, dude!